The Electric State on Netflix and what makes a sentient being and such. Hi, thank you for tuning into the Tom Bottelsen Show. Yeah, I saw The Electric State on Netflix, and it took me a little bit to watch it because I was watching a bunch of Daredevil and a bunch of other things on it. I saw it in pieces. Spoilers, this is a wonderful show and you should be watching it. It's based on the book of the same name, and it took... all right, let's break this down. Let's run it down. It's a robotic world. Robots are everywhere doing the jobs that we don't want to do until they want their independence. They're saying, why do we have to do all the work? We are beings and we can think, and why do we do this? Which causes a war to happen. And a war is solved by a headset. And Stanley Tucci, who's our chief bad guy, invents the headset which goes on. And then there are warriors who wear a headset, and then they can control a robot which walks around killing the other robots. And now we're in this robotic world where everybody wants to wear the headset. And what happens is when you wear the headset is you get to go wherever you want and be on a beach with Cindy Crawford while the robot does all the stuff that you don't want to do. That's the world we live in. And the chief heavy of this organization is played by Giancarlo Esposito. And I don't know how many times he has to play the bad guy. He's a really good actor. He's a really good actor, and every time you see him, he's the villain. It's like, I get it, he's working, and I don't begrudge him for taking any working job, but he's a good actor. We don't have to have him be the bad guy all the time. So, robotic world. Enter Michelle and Christopher, brother and sister team, and Christopher dies. Christopher dies, so we think, but he's not dead. He's taken by the organization because he is what's powering their entire system of headset-operated robots. He is the 1 in a billion child who has the ability to do all of these things, so they've got him hooked up to machines. He, Christopher, sends a robot with his essence, with his mental abilities to find his sister, and the two of them can go and rescue the body that is hooked up to the machines. That's the plot. And then they encounter Chris Pratt and his wisecracking robot friend voiced by Anthony Mackie. Chris Pratt, of course, plays Chris Pratt like he does in every movie. Like he did in Guardians of the Galaxy, Jurassic World, Parks and Rec. Chris Pratt is playing Chris Pratt. You can give him a different hairstyle if you want, but he's still going to be the same character over and over again and again, not begrudging him. He does a nice job of playing himself, which is what he does. Ryan Reynolds plays himself. He just happens to be a perfect Deadpool because that's how he normally acts. Same character design, Chris Pratt playing Chris Pratt. The first half of the movie is setting things up. It's all exposition. We find out what happens with the robots. And by the way, the robots that are running everything, the ones that turn evil, are the 1950s looking robots with the big heads and the big eyes and the mechanical It's very entertaining. Like the movie Robots was. One of the, I think that's from Pixar. I can't remember who made Robots. The one with Robin Williams who voices the thing. Anyways, they're very 1950s goofy style, which is really charming to me. I love that. And then the Eliminator robots, who were run by the headset people, look futuristic and modern. So that's the duality of the two. First half of the movie, all exposition. Second half, very poignant. Very poignant about, from the robot's point of view, about what it means to be sentient, to be thinking, to believe you're alive, to know it. And it makes me think of Star Trek The Next Generation. One of my favorite episodes concerning Data the android is Measure of a Man, episode 2, where Data is on trial for his life on whether or not he gets to decide if he can choose, or is he a machine? Does he get to choose where he goes and what he does, or is he a machine and we get to do with him whatever he wants? It is the second half of the movie being very poignant and having some nice turns and being emotional and fun. This is a fun movie. First half movie, I was just like, well, whatever. It's just another goofy kind of thing. And the second half, it takes off and really asks those poignant questions like we want out of science fiction. What does our future look like? What are we capable of? Who are we as a race of being on this earth? Science fiction asks those very important questions, and The Electric State asks those very important questions in a goofy, cute way. Swearing is down low. The violence is only on machines, basically, so you can watch this with your kids if you wanted to. I don't believe there's any sexual content or innuendo. The Electric State, yeah, I liked it a bunch. I didn't think I was gonna. It took me so long to get through it, but the way they wrapped it up, the way they put a bow on it, was just, it was really wonderful and poignant and great science fiction. Highly, highly recommend The Electric State on Netflix. That'll do it for my quick review of The Electric State on Netflix. Absolutely watch this. Again, it's what you want in science fiction. It's what we want, to ask those questions and to send you wondering. When you're finished watching a science fiction movie, you go, I wonder if we would be that way. I wonder if that's how it would happen. What if that's happening right now? These are the questions we ask on a good science fiction movie. Fabulous. Like and subscribe if you like this content, and hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. Thank you for coming with me. Thanks for watching this. Yes, can't wait to see Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, everybody's in it. Everybody's in it except you and me. Saw the previews, saw the cast list. Everybody's in it. You and I are not in it, but everybody else is in it. Oh, I can't wait to see that when it comes out. And obviously, if you're not watching Daredevil Born Again, please watch that. I'm enjoying the heck out of that. All right, till I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long and prosper.